Right.
So the ghostwriting process, that's what you were doing there? Basic ghostwriting for people?
I just ended up doing it every now and then. You know, I was only on Interscope for a couple years, from like 03 to 06, and that was from
years.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything really beneficial like that for me. You know, like I wasn't known to be as Ness from Interscope. You know.
Yeah. Shady Aftermath Nestle Records.
Right. I was sold that dream. I was sold like, yeah, Jimmy Iovine wants to meet you. He's gonna introduce you to Eminem. Yeah, none of that shit ever happened, man.
But they got you, huh?
Yeah. Well, I was on a reality TV show like in 03. And it was called The Next Episode. And to be on the show, you had to sign to Interscope. So it wasn't even like I really got signed off of my own merit. It was like, we know you're a battle rapper. This is a reality show based on battle rap, and we want you to be a part of this because we've heard what you do. And if you don't want us to pass you up and go on to the next person, you have to sign this contract. That's pretty much what it was. You know, not glamorous at all. Not glamorous at all. It was really just cut and dry. We'll move on to someone else if you don't sign this shit right now.
I mean, it's nice to have on the resume, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I still can.
Was the contract like? Were you like locked into a lot of shit that prevented you from doing stuff afterwards?
It was super trash. It was super trash. The contract was absolute trash. It was like, if I were to, it was like a 4 or 5 album contract.
God damn.
But only if I released music. Like I didn't have to release music. But if I did release an album under Interscope, the first album I would get paid like $25,000 for. The second was like 30 or some shit like that. All the way to the fifth one being like, you know, like 75,000 or something like that.
Yeah, that's like a UFC contract.
It was bad. It was bad. So I just did not make music when I was under him, you know.
So was there like a time constraint on it, like a number of years? Like how did you get out from under that?
It was 3 years. It was 3 years. Yeah, 3 years / 5 albums. If I ever released the album, then the whole 5 album thing would have begun.
Right.
Oh shit. So it wasn't the 50G unit deal, eh?
Nah, man. It was that shit was trash, man. So yeah, I just did not release any music while I was under them, and waited until I got from up under that contract, started my own label, and we started doing things in the city, man. And you know, we had a cool little run. You know?
Yeah, it's funny you saying that. It reminded me of that song "Rap Superstar" by Cypress Hill. I'm sure you've heard it tons of times, right?
Yeah.
You know, like in the music industry, right? Whether you're doing the Interscope thing, doing your own label thing, writing for people, whatever it is there a lot of shit that you got to fucking eat at the beginning before you're up and running, like the Interscope contract and bullshit like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm very humble and some would even say meek individual. 2, I was so inexperienced that I didn't even know I was eating shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't know till afterwards, right?
Yeah. So I was just sitting there being happy that I'm in this conversation, that I can put my ink on this paper. You know, like not knowing that, yo, this is the biggest bullshit contract known to man. And they're lying to me right now. Like I had an inkling that they may have been lying to me, but I'm 20, 21 at the time. And you know, like shit, they like how I freestyle, and they quote unquote like my music. That's all I'm looking at, you know.
So what the show, the Interscope show, I never saw any episodes of it. I know what it is, obviously, but I've never seen any of it. What was the basis of it? Like it wasn't like total slaughter or some shit where you all live in a house or anything, was it?
Nah. It was kind of wild, man. It's like they hid it from the world on purpose. You know, like no one has ever been able to find that shit until last year. My partner Spitfire, he was on the show with me. Yeah. He said for his birthday, one of his homeboys hit him up like, "Hey man, like I got the episodes from the next episode." I'm like, "How the fuck did he find?" He found them like in HD and all that. Like it looked like the original. Yeah. So it was 5 cities: Atlanta, New York, Philly, Detroit, LA. I think that may have been it. 2 rappers from each city. They follow them around for a week. They don't let them know who each other are. The other guy in my city was this guy Tone Smoke On. He was from Cleveland. He could freestyle his ass off. Kind of sound like Corrupt.
Yeah.
So they don't let us know who each other are. They follow us around for a week when we do our weekly things, going to work or doing our shows or whatever's interesting, whatever they could use to paint a narrative. Whatever they could use to paint a narrative of us. And then at the end of the week, we get together and we battle in front of a celebrity host. And it's like 5 rounds, and whoever wins that round goes to LA for the final round. Okay. So it's like 5 finalists, and we all battle again for like 5 more rounds, and whoever wins that wins an actual real Interscope contract.
The real one?
yeah. Yeah. So that was the basis of it. Like, it was like, whoever wins this wins the Interscope contract. That's what they were telling everybody. But no one knew that we were all signed to Interscope.
So what happened with whoever won? Did they go anywhere with Interscope?
It was my homeboy Spitfire. He hasn't really put out anything himself. He has, but like not from a major league perspective. But he's written for tons of people. He's written for Flow Rider. He's written for Polo the Don. I think he may have wrote for. I probably shouldn't even say that, but a couple people who were on the halftime show. He has credits, man. He has credits, and he's still doing his thing. He's still doing his thing right now. Spitfire, Spitfiya. Look him up.